Thank you very much, John. When you said that people may not be au fait with me, I thought actually he was going to refer to Jim Allister. I mean, does anyone here know Jim Allister? Now, this is my 4th rally, and at every rally I go to, my instant predisposition is to say how privileged and pleased I am to be here. And I am. At one level, it's wonderful to be with fellow unionist travellers. But I shouldn't be in Ballymoney tonight. The fact that I'm in Ballymoney tonight is a symbol of what has gone wrong with British politics. Very, very wrong. I am only in Ballymoney tonight, and do not underestimate what I'm about to say. I am only in Ballymoney tonight. I only come to Belfast, I only come to Northern Ireland at the moment because Northern Ireland's union with Great Britain is facing an existential threat. And I see lots of banners and placards anti-EU. Yes, the EU is the United Kingdom's enemy. Yes, the Republic of Ireland has its covetous eyes on Northern Ireland. And people who say that the Republic won't want to take on Northern Ireland because it's a deficit economy have misunderstood the political aims of what's going on south of the border. But do not restrict your opprobrium for the EU and for the Republic. There is a much more sinister enemy amongst us, and it is the enemy within that we have to be aware of. And I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, the enemy within is the British Prime Minister. It is the British Prime Minister who John so eloquently started by saying would not put a border down the Irish Sea over his dead body. It is the British Prime Minister who said the withdrawal agreement was dead, 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 and then he brought it back. It was the British Prime Minister who revealed the protocol and said, ignore what it says, because we will fix all the problems when we negotiate the free trade deal. It was the British Prime Minister who had a revelatory moment of truth in September 2020, when he said that he would have to institute a new internal market bill to neutralise the damage that the protocol would do to the very fabric of the Union. And it was the same Prime Minister who within days dropped the internal market bill as far as Northern Ireland was concerned. And it is the British Prime Minister now who says that a bit of pragmatism and common sense can solve the protocol. It cannot, ladies and gentlemen. Someone said he's a liar. I have to say he has an association with the truth that would make the biggest liars ashamed of themselves. Now, we brought a court case. And people keep telling me, Ben, you're losing the court case. The High Court found against you. The Appeals Court found against you. But let me just tell you what they found in reality. The first and the second hearing concluded the key components of the Act of Union, the very fundamental essence of the union of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, has been set aside. It's been set aside apparently legally, but it's been set aside. That's what we contended. We then contended that it was unacceptable for the protocol to be forced and foisted on the people of Northern Ireland without their consent. And again, the courts in Northern Ireland agreed with us. But again, they said it was legal. And they said it was legal because actually the Belfast Agreement had not been breached. And now I'm going to let you into a confidence. 6 or 7 weeks ago, I saw Jamie Bryson tweet something about the need to get rid of the Belfast Agreement. And I texted Jamie and I said, Jamie, be careful. We've got a battle on our hands with the protocol. We don't need to widen the debate to the Belfast Agreement. But I'm afraid Jamie was right and I was wrong. If the courts find, as they have done, that the Belfast Agreement does not protect the right of the people to have their say, then the Belfast Agreement itself must go. And then the third issue, the key, there are a few other issues, but the third key issue that the courts found was that it was a foreign power, it is a foreign power that is instituting laws in Northern Ireland without your right. This is taxation without representation. And yet it found that too was legal. It is an absolute travesty of the judicial system that all the grounds on which we were fighting the protocol could be found to be correct, but for them to be adjudicated to be legal. And where is Westminster at the moment? Where is our Prime Minister, who said he would not hesitate to invoke Article 16? He said that in June 2021. It's been nearly a year. All he's done is sit on his hands and hesitate. So we are taking our legal battle to the Supreme Court. But ladies and gentlemen, do not hold out too much hope for the legal process. Ultimately, this is a political fight that we have. And the first step in this fight, and I'm afraid it is only the first step, is the May election. We can't actually win the May election. All we can do is lose it. Because if Sinn Féin get the biggest share of the vote, if they get the most MLAs, what they will say is that that was a vote for the protocol. That was a vote for a border poll. And do not underestimate the risk of that border poll. It is hanging over the neck of Northern Ireland like the sword of Damocles. Please do not underestimate it. So when it comes to the May elections, and this is my final word, when it comes to the May elections, actually, ladies and gentlemen, Baroness Hoey was extremely polite in the way she put it, but there are only two gentlemen who can deliver Northern Ireland safely back to the Union with Great Britain, and they are sitting on this stage, and you have to vote for their parties. Thank you very much, everyone.